Hello lovely people, it is Victoria. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to say happy Pride Month. I hope y'all are feeling proud of yourselves in whichever way possible. So I wanted to tell y'all my coming out story. I identify as bi and pansexual and came out right after I turned 17. And I just told my virginity story the other day, and I realized afterward that I came out, I think, within weeks of having lost my virginity. Yeah. I started questioning my sexuality when I was 16. Well, I'd always been interested in women, always been sexually attracted to women. I was aware that I found women attractive, but I had never really labeled it anything. But I started questioning what to call my feelings for women when I was 16, and I was hanging out with one of my best friends, and I was doing her makeup, and I think I was doing her cream eyeshadow, and I was really close to her face, and she was just kind of making little breathing noises without realizing it, and I was just feeling things that I'd never realized I had felt before towards girls that I knew, and it was a whole thing. Also wanted to add that I'm a big fan of the show Heartstopper on Netflix. Cannot wait for Mean Girls Day, but also Your Best Mates Are Back with season 3, and I'm super excited about that. So I love Heartstopper, and one of the many reasons that I really connected to it when I first saw it especially was that I felt like I saw a piece of my own journey represented through Nick, especially with his realization about being bi, because I had that realization at around the same age, 11th grade, 16-ish. It lasted months for me, and it is it's so destabilizing. It can be pretty scary and just a real examination of yourself, and it's a whole thing. I feel represented by both labels at this time. I kind of use them interchangeably because I do believe in more than two genders, but also I feel there is a utility to the bisexual label for me as well. I identify as bi/pan, and I'm excited for Heartstopper. I'm gonna do a watch through of Heartstopper all the way through. Maybe for Pride Month specifically, that'd be a fun little celebration of it. What queer shows or movies would you recommend to me that y'all think I should watch and or review? Let me know. That basically started a journey for me that lasted, I think, about 9 months, where I was questioning. I was I don't think I'm gay, because I am attracted to guys, but am I bisexual, or am I bi-curious? Am I bi-romantic? Am I pan-romantic? Am I heterosexual, bi-romantic, all these combinations of things. One day in August, right around the time that my first time happened, and I was started my senior year of high school. It was a big transition time for me. 17, I was 17 is gonna be a teen movie for me. I'm determining this. I just felt it. I just felt that connection to a label that I had been kind of drifting towards and searching for a while. I keep looking at myself on the screen and not at myself in the webcam. I need to get used to this. I also look at myself on the screen when I film on my phone too. I feel half my shorts of me talking are just not looking at the screen. But yeah, I felt a connection to the bisexual label. So I first came out as bisexual, and then later on in life, I came out as pan. I came out to 3 people in one day. I don't really want to identify who they are because of their reactions, and I feel weirdly defensive of one person in particular, and them not feeling I'm throwing them under the bus or anything like that. So one of these people, it was funny, I texted them, and I was I need to tell you something, and they're oh my god, what? And I told them, and they were oh my god, don't scare me like that. I thought it was something bad. And then we both laughed about it, and it was a cool moment. The other person, they were in the room with me, and I texted them, and they just looked up and was kind of what is this? They were upset about it, but they were kind of confused by the way in which I sent it. And then the third person was also super accepting of it. Everyone was really accepting of it. Someone else close to us had come out a few years prior, and they had written us a note explaining everything and why they're coming out to us now. And this third person compared my coming out to theirs, and was like, you could tell that this person put a lot of thought into it and that it like meant something to them. So then I kind of felt as if I was viewed as coming out like flippantly, or if maybe I didn't come out like in the right way. But it took me a little while to realize like I came out in the way that was right for me, and texting something, it doesn't mean it's less serious or that it has like less gravity necessarily. It could just be the way in which you're comfortable saying something. And later on in life, I've kind of just been like, it could have been, you know, carrier pigeon or sidewalk chalk or whatever it is, but like however you feel comfortable communicating that to the people that you feel comfortable communicating it to, I think is valid. Yeah, I feel weird about like acknowledging the ways in which that person's reaction bothered me, and we probably have some conversations we need to have in the future that I'm probably going to continue to procrastinate. But here is to that. So I wanted to tell you guys that and say like I'm really grateful for the support of everyone in my life, but whichever way you choose to come out is also valid, and your coming out shouldn't be compared to other people or judged as if it's like an audition or some kind of exam. Whichever way you feel comfortable communicating it is valid, as long as obviously you're like respectful of the space that you're in and the other people. But yeah, so that was my coming out story. That was kind of surprisingly brief, but I hope y'all enjoyed. And happy Pride. Let me know your coming out story if you have one and if you feel comfortable. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm really getting more into just seeing how many videos I can make in a short period of time, because I have a lot of ideas and I just kind of want to knock them out. So voila. So I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.